All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast. It's a pop-up podcast. Come on in the room. Let's chop it up, baby. Let's chop it up. Come on in the room. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we just got off of two podcasts. One with Mr. Denise Santoro. She is the founder of America's Blessed Children. We had a really good interview with Miss Santoro. And then we just got off of the interview with Miss Serica Peterson. She's an activist, a podcaster, a poet, a community activist, you name it. She has a lot of titles. The very talented and articulate Serica Peterson. Our condolences goes out to you, Serica. We know you just lost your mother. Sincere condolences goes out to you and your entire family. So, like I said, this is a pop-up podcast. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Pop-up podcast. Let's chop it up. It's Monday. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the hottest podcast in the Tri-County area here in South Florida, the Adams Brothers Podcast. As we lower this intro music, just up a little bit, right there. Yeah, we're gonna keep it a little soft in the background there. So, like I said, this is a pop-up podcast, man. We had people popping in on in the 5 p.m. hour. And the 6 p.m. hour, we just got off with Serica Peterson talking about the $2 billion redevelopment of the downtown area, which will also go down through MLK Hammerville Road. And Wayne and I, we were at the EPAT Larkins Community Center last Monday. And it was standing room only. It was jam-packed. The way the meeting should be here in Deerfield Beach. I mean, every meeting here in Deerfield Beach should be packed like the one down in Pompano was last week. And they were very passionate about their city. They were speaking out, and there was some yelling going on. The tensions got really high. BSO they didn't throw anybody out. They just kind of calmed them down a little bit and touched them. Say
Darryl Stallings. Yeah. Everybody know Darryl Stallings.
Captain Darryl Stallings. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
he know everyone.
Lieutenant Shonda Johnson.
Yeah.
Not Cooper. Not Cooper.
Just live on our street. The two twins.
Yeah, the two twins. I know Shonda. I know them apart. Lieutenant Shonda Johnson. That's her maiden name. But she knows who I'm talking about if you're out there watching. But nice seeing Captain Darryl Stallings and Lieutenant Shonda Johnson down there last week. Good to see you guys. You're doing an outstanding job down there in Pompano. We saw Mayor Eric, not Eric, I'm sorry. The mayor in Pompano. Yeah. Where does I know his name? It's just right on the tip of my tongue.
He came over. He recognized who we were. He came over and
I'm sorry, Mayor, if you're watching me here right now.
And talk with us.
I'm gonna tell you his name.
Yeah, he came over and talked with us. He know us wherever he see us at. He comes over and talk with us. And he came over and he said, I haven't forgot about y'all podcast. So he gave us his card again, and he told us that he's looking forward to being on our podcast. And that's how it should be. When you go places, people see you.
Rex Harden. Rex Harden. Yeah, good as I know his name, my mind just went blank.
Yeah. Mayor Harden came up to us wherever he see me and Darryl at. He always come up to us, come over.
We got off to a rocky start in the beginning because we reached out to Mayor Harden several times and he didn't return our emails. So I kind of had to
tell him at a town hall meeting.
Yeah.
And you embarrassed him in front of everyone.
Well, I don't think I embarrassed him. I just told him, it's nice to respond back to emails when the members of the public, taxpayers especially, paying. I don't live in Pompano, but some of our federal dollars get distributed down there in Pompano, and we have family that live in Pompano. So I told him nicely that,
Yeah, you
in the
did.
most loving way, that you should respond back to emails. And he agreed. He was very gracious about it.
Yeah. You put
So-
him on the spot. I'm not going to say embarrassed, but
Yeah.
you put him on the spot.
Yeah.
And when the sheriff was there and the people in the audience was clapping, so that was showing, I guess, that he might have had a habit of doing it, but he promised us then he was coming on our podcast and he came up to us. The emotions were high at the meeting, but what you saw, the videos that we posted, the emotions were high, but after the meeting, everyone, as Miss Sarah Peterson said earlier, everyone came up to each other and started talking. And that was what it was all about. Everyone came up and started talking to each other, and they were apologizing. They didn't mean this and they didn't mean that. And that's the way it should be. Emotions were high, and it's a lot of money. You're talking billions of dollars. We put the figures up on our Adams Brothers podcast. You're talking a lot of money. And talking to the elected officials of Pompano Beach after the meeting, the projects are going on. I mean, it's not going to stop. You might as well get on board and see what the community can get out of the projects. They're talking about tearing down the E.Pat Larkins building and putting up a state-of-the-art building. I don't know where it's going to go.
Same place.
No, they said it was going to be a different place.
Different location?
Yeah, different location. Not at that same place, but it was going to stay. That building was going to stay there. And they was going to turn it into something else. I mean, me from the outside looking in, what I saw was great things happening for Pompano. I don't live there. It's just my opinion. Great things were happening there that's going to enhance their community. But, I think they just got to do a lot more selling to the people of Pompano Beach to convince them that those projects are needed. And it's coming out of the CRA money. I mean, if you go back and you look at our Adams Brothers podcast past page, I put a lot of the slides that they had up at the meeting. And we're talking billions of dollars.
$2 billion project.
Okay.
$2 billion with the 2B.
But
boy.
People always concerned that they're gonna be displaced, and I don't know. That was my first time seeing the plan when Pompano have something. I love to go there because we're neighboring cities, and I like to see how they conduct their business. I get a chance to talk to a lot of the residents that's there and see how they feel and get a feel of what's what. So I think I have a good touch. I got a lot of friends and family that live in Pompano Beach. So it was a great meeting. I mean, well attended, like my brother said earlier, it was standing room only. And a lot of people from Deerfield Beach was there.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me.
It was about
a lot of young people were there.
They were bringing out chairs. I saw Greg Jones, the supervisor down at the E.Pat Larkins Center, and Marco, the service person there, the service worker there, and they were bringing out chairs. There was so many people there. I mean, it was, like I said, there was nowhere to sit. So, and that's the same way that the meetings down here in Deerfield Beach should be. You got the people that come in, they yell loud and they talk and they try to be disruptive. Those are the ones that don't want to see it, move forward. They're the ones, they're the loudest ones. The same thing we have here in Deerfield. If they can't get in there and get them something out of the deal, they're going to try to kill the whole redevelopment project.
And they have a right to voice their displeasure.
Yes,
I mean, I don't, begrudge them for expressing their discontent, but you always do it. Try to do it, in the right way. Mm-hmm. And like Erica said earlier, those people was passionate. I mean, they love their city. They really do. They love their city. And I think when it comes to a lot of cities, it's a lot of distrust, just like it's a lot of distrust here in Deerfield Beach between the Black community and the city. And that's changing. That's changing as far as our podcast. I mean, bringing people on that we can see people now. We giving people an opportunity to see who's who's working for you in your community. And I think we have helped bridge the gap here a lot here by bringing city officials on, so you will know who to go to. You will know if you have a housing crisis or housing issues. You would know who to go to. All before, they only had to depend. I mean, most people here don't even go to a meeting, don't watch a meeting, but they always seem like they want to have the loudest voice on stage, but they never go out. They always talking about what we need here. You talk to everyone here, it's always what we need, but you never hear those folks at a district meeting. I guarantee you half of them didn't even vote in the election here 2 weeks ago. I would be willing to bet most of them didn't even vote. And as I said here, and I'm gonna turn it back over to Daryl, it seems like people in our community, I'm talking about the Black community again, we seem to have the most smoke for the Black commissioner here. But the people running for mayor who we vote for citywide, they never have that same smoke for whoever that person is sitting in the mayor's seat. They want to turn all their emotions and anger at the sitting commissioner here.
The Black commissioner here.
At the Black commissioner. But none of that anger is never centered for other people here in our community, for the mayor. They never go to the mayor with those same sentiments that they have for the commissioner. And I'm not saying go curse the person out. I'm just saying, let's share some of that accountability here. It's not just on whoever was in that seat prior. If you talk to most people here, they'll say, this person not doing anything, or I don't never see this person. We base what our commissioner here do in our city by how often we see them. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
They'll never pick up the phone to call the mayor or the commissioner. They won't call them. Have you ever called them? No, I have never called them. Okay, so what you complaining about?
But you'll say they're not doing anything.
You sound stupid sometimes what you're saying, they're not doing anything, but you've never even picked up the phone not once and called them.
But you ask them just what Daryl said. You ask them how many times you ever called the commissioner or the mayor, or they're gonna tell you, "Well, I don't fool with them. I don't deal with them." And okay, well, how do you think you're gonna get something done in this city if you don't fool with them, or you don't do this, or you don't do that? You're not gonna get anything. I mean,
nothing at all.
But just if you want to keep complaining, because that's what a lot of people feel like they do, want to do, complain about any and every little thing that goes on here in the city. They want to complain about. So have at it then, if that's your attitude.
And while we're talking about Pompano Beach, we got the City of Pompano Beach Parks and Recreation is going to have a family-friendly event with live music and food trucks. And I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to come back to something. So it's Smooth Sounds Soiree. It's going to be hosted by WHQT,
Hot 105.
Hot 105 radio personality Rodney Baltimore, our good friend here. He was just on our podcast here about a month ago. Rodney is going to host it, and they're going to have entertainment by Dwayne, the Dwayne Terry Band, Levi Knowles, and DJ Lil Bear. His family lives a couple houses down from us, the Johnson family. Nedra and Lee Johnson here, and everybody knows the Johnson family. So that's going to be April the 19th. It's a free event from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Hunters Manor Park. April the 19th from 6 to 10. Absolutely free. Just bring your chair, your little lounge chair, and come on out and bring your blanket, or bring the kids out. They're gonna have law enforcement on hand. Again, that Smooth Sound Soiree. They're gonna be entertained by the Dwayne Terry Band, Levi Knowles, and DJ Lil Bear, hosted by Rodney Baltimore from Hot 105 Radio, our good friend. So mark your calendars and tickle your phone. Set up a reminder on your smartphone. I always say, Don't be a dummy with the smartphone. Set up an event, and it'll remind you of that date. So most people will say, "Oh, I forgot about it. Why you didn't call me and tell me?" It's not. We're putting out the information for you now. So set up an alarm or whatever on your phone to remind you. So and speaking of in the park, entertainment in the park, I was at the Jazz in the Park at Pompey Park in Delray Beach this past Saturday, and they had the boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Everybody know the song. Where them fans at? And they had that up there, man, and all the ladies had on the short pants and their dukes and their boots and their jeans and their cowboy hats, and they had a live band playing some good R&B music. Everybody had the lounge chairs and everything, man, out there. The weather was perfect. I had a little hoodie, but I didn't have to wear it because the weather was so good and so nice. It was very, very refreshing out there. They had some food trucks out there, man. I don't eat ribs a whole lot, but I got me some ribs off of that truck up there. Those ribs was so good. I saw a lot of friends and family from Deerfield Beach was up there, Fort Lauderdale, Pompano. It was well attended. So, I got to go here and say, Deerfield Beach, we need to step our game up. We need to have these smooth sound soirees in our park right here, out at the Ovita McKeithen Recreation Complex. We need to have a Jazz in the Park over here in District 2 with food trucks. We need to have all of this over here in our districts. We shouldn't have to go to Pompano or Delray Beach or Fort Lauderdale or Lauderhill. Now, the city is moving in a very, very positive direction. We love what the city is doing here, but we want this same smooth sound soiree, and we want the Jazz in the Park with dukes and boots right here in our own city where we could get a lounge chair and go out to Ovita McKeithen Park and just sit out there with our lawn chairs and have a good old time for about 4 hours. And everybody had a good, fantastic time, man. I'll tell you, man, it was very, very well attended. Like I said, I saw a lot of friends up there. The food was good. The atmosphere was good. We went up there and we caught a good vibe up there. Definitely we'll go back. And not only that, when it was over with, myself and a friend, we went downtown Delray Beach. And if you've ever been downtown Delray Beach at night, man, it is breathtaking. Downtown Delray, man, I'll tell you, man, it's walk from almost right by the police department all the way to the beach and back, and just went in different shops. And I tell you, man, it's just breathtaking. And it's called Pineapple Grove. And they have the buildings with the business down at the bottom, and there's people living up top. I don't know what you call it. I keep forgetting what you call it, but it was so many people down there on a Saturday night, and I'm like, we need to have this right here in Deerfield. And I know a lot of people, and there's a lot of politicians that say, well, why you always comparing us to Delray and Pompano and other cities and Coconut Creek and Lauderhill and Fort Lauderdale? Because they have these things that we want here in our own city. We pay taxes, and we deserve to be heard, and we deserve to have the same thing, the type of entertainment that other cities are having. And it's very well put together, 5-star entertainment. So that's my take on it. Kudos to you up there in the city of Delray Beach, mayor and commissioners. I don't know your names. Hopefully we'll get you on here pretty soon, but Delray Beach, kudos to you, man. I love downtown Delray, and I will be going back up there more often. So go ahead, Wayne. What you got to say about it?
I mean, I really don't have nothing to say. I mean, I echo your sentiments, what you're saying. Hopefully we can get stuff like that in the future. I know we had an event here months ago, and I see someone in the chat here. I don't want to call their name, but they had their food truck out there, and I heard the city, the Broward County came and inspected their food truck, and that was like $150. And then they got a bill from, I guess, the city, code enforcement or somebody. I'm not for sure, but they got another bill. And the person was like, we like to do more business here in Deerfield, but the city was very harsh with the
fines.
Fines, well, not even a fine. I mean, the fees. The fees for a food truck. So, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do about that. I know that person did speak with the gonna be newly sworn in Mel Drosky about that
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, all the commissioners will be the new commissioners, and the mayor, Todd Drosky, Daniel Shanesky, and Tom Plott will be sworn in tomorrow night at Deerfield Beach City Hall. So, but I know that person did speak to Todd Drosky about the fees that when they had their food truck out at an event here about a month and a half ago. So hopefully the city policies on that can change. I mean, I don't know. I had issues with the way the food trucks were handled in the past. But I just think the owners of that food truck need to step up too, and they might need to come in front of the commission and tell the commission what happened, and that's the only way things are gonna change here. Commissioner Ben Preston is having a district meeting this Thursday night, and I believe that's at 7 p.m., correct?
I believe so.
That's at 7 p.m. So if anyone got anything that they're concerned about, any questions or concerns, again, Commissioner Ben Preston is having a District 2 meeting at the Johnny Tigner Center this Thursday. It's either at 6 or 7.
I'm trying to pull it up now.
Yeah. But it's definitely this Thursday night. It's March 27th. So I would hope everyone would come out, and again, if you have any questions or concerns, come to that meeting with anything that's going on in the city, anything you would like to see here in the future in this city. Come with your questions and concerns then. Don't just wait till we get on our podcast here or we post something and go to putting little slick comments up there. And people who do that know who they are. You don't have to wait till we come on to put your little slick comments on there. Come on prior to that and voice. Come out to the meeting and voice your displeasure. It's this Thursday, March 27th at 7 p.m. and it says District 2 meeting. Commissioner Ben Preston invites all District 2 residents to a district meeting, and that's at the Johnny Tigner Center. 435 Southwest 2nd Street, Deerfield Beach, Florida. So come out to that meeting there. Again, if you got any questions or concerns, come out and ask if something you want to see here in this district or something you want to see in this city as far as entertainment. That is the time, not to come on here and post your little slick comments on our podcast page. Come to the meeting and be a man or a woman and say what you got to say there to the sitting commissioner. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I don't mean no harm by anything I just said. Well, just come on out and come on out and ask tough questions. The commissioner is there. Again, everyone wants to say, well, I don't see Ben. What is he doing? I don't see anything that he's doing. Well, if you don't come to the meeting, or if you never have been to the commission meeting, never watch a commission meeting, never come to a district meeting, how in the world do you think you're going to know what that person is doing? Not by no rumors and gossip. You're not going to know. That's all I ask you to do.
And that's it. It's very simple. You don't even have to go to the meeting. You can watch it it's on YouTube. You can sit right in from the comfort of your home, just like you're watching this podcast right now. and you could go on Zoom, and you could talk to the commissioners. They could hear you, and you could voice your opinion right from your home. You don't have to go. It's just like you attended a meeting. You're just watching it online. That's all. So if you have any gripes about what's going on, you want to see more entertainment, if you think the fees here in Deerfield are way over the top and it's pushing food truck businesses to other cities, and you have to voice your opinion, you know, and don't be afraid to speak up. You pay taxes here, and it's their job. These elected officials, it's their job, part of their job, to listen to you,
right, and be respectful towards them,
right, whether they want to hear it or not.
Just be respectful towards, you know, all of the people that sit on the dais, whether they're out at a public, you know, it's a way to express your grievances to people without getting in their face. Because like I say, I have saw people come up to Commissioner Preston, stick their hand in his face, waving their hand, pointing their finger. And I'm like, no, you know, you better him than me. Because I just say you could never try that on me. Don't ever do me like that, because I won't stand for that type of disrespect from no one, whatever I'm at. You know, don't do that. And I don't think you should do that to an elected official. And I don't have to get on here and cape for Ben. Ben is a man enough to cape for himself, or to speak up for himself, or any of the other people. Just treat people just like you want to treat people, accordingly like you want to be treated. But like I say, I get so tired of hearing everyone in the community say all the time, well, I want to see this. We just had a guest, Miss Santoro, said she liked to see a pool in our area, in our community. I mean, come out and speak that. I mean, if that's something you want to see, come out and ask that question. We hear the question all the time about, I just was talking to someone this morning about they would like to see a track field somewhere in our district. Come to the meeting and express that, what you want to see. Don't just sit within the community and talk. We got to be a community of action, and we got to be a community of wanting to see things in our district. That's what we have to. If things that we want, nothing is not a stupid idea or bad idea. It's nothing wrong with coming there and expressing things, whether it's grievances, something that happened to you, your business. That is the time to come there and express yourself. You have a commissioner here in place. I see a lot of times at the meetings, people come to the meeting to express themselves, when a lot of times those things can be cleared up by just at least calling your commissioner, calling someone on the dais up there. A lot of the meetings could be shorter. You know, it's like people come to the meetings a lot to express their displeasure, and nothing is wrong with that. That is democracy working in our community, and I love to see democracy working. But you know, a lot of problems can be taken care of by just going to the sitting commissioner here. Again, Thursday, I mean, I hear people talking about pre-prom. I hear people talking about you know, anything you want to see here in our city. Thursday night is gonna be the time to come out and ask those questions about the pre-prom, about the anything. Just come out and ask those questions about a track field, about a swimming pool. Just come out and ask those questions, folks. Don't be afraid to come out and ask your commissioner. I mean, he's always been accessible to everyone. Anyone that says Ben is not accessible is not telling the truth. Every time I have called him, or anyone that I had to call Commissioner Preston, he has always been accessible. And if people be truthful, if you're gonna be truthful, you'll know that I'm telling the truth, that Commissioner Preston will get back with you. Yes, he have a business that he runs, so whenever he gets the time, he always have called me back. I can't think of not one time in the 8 years that he was there and the 4 or however many he was there prior to that I called him and he didn't answer. Yes, me and Commissioner Preston have had disagreements before, but it never came down to where I'm on the phone being disrespectful towards him. I can tell him everything that I want, and we disagreed on a lot of things, trust me. But we got off that phone and we was respectful and we were mindful towards each other. So, I mean, I respect Commissioner Preston for that.
Yeah, and we have a guest that we're going to call, and I need to connect to the line here. I need to connect my line to the.
Oh, you should be already set. Just put it on here.
It's not connecting yet. So we're going to have a guest here. I'm going to call this guest, and we're going to get her in. It's connected now.
It done.
So, what was her name again? What was her name again? Can you give me her name? I'm gonna call her. Was it Joanne?
No.
Joan.
Let me get the.
And she's gonna tell us a little bit about her business and organization. Because we can call people too. We don't always have to have people, live. We have the ability to call people and put them on the air here. So,
Joyce Robinson.
Okay, well let's reach out to Miss Robinson here, and we'll see if we can raise her. We talked to her earlier, and we're going to bring her on the air here, and we're going to talk about some of the things that she's got going on here. So let's see if we can get Miss Robinson. Music. Okay, so all right, let's see if we can raise Miss Robinson here.
Hello.
Well, hello, Miss Robinson. This is the Adams Brothers Podcast. You are live on the air right now. Welcome to the Adams Brothers Podcast.
Well, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. We received your email. We didn't see it. Initially, we didn't see it, I should say. And we saw it here just, I
saw it last night.
Last night?
Yes.
So we wanted to get you on here. Could you turn that over here? Let's see what the email says. Tell us about your business and introduce yourself to our audience right now. You're live on audio right now, so they could hear you out on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Oh, sure. My name is Joyce Robinson. I'm born and raised right here in Deerfield, like you guys. If anyone went to Deerfield High in the 1970s, they know who I am. It's not my business. It's just something that it's more of a
event,
activist type thing that I'm doing. I'm trying to get together. It's called Hands Off. And what it is, it's an event that's going to take place across the nation on April 5th to show our disdain and our disapproval of what our president and Elon Musk are doing to every part of our life. It is touching everything from our democracy, healthcare, Social Security, data, our data being breached, public schools, our bodies, women not able to get the healthcare they need, our wallets, and public land. So the organization is called Hands Off, and they are trying to get people to host either a rally or whatever type of event you want. If you want to do a rally or if you want to host like a symposium or what have you, to just show that there are people out here who do not agree with what's going on in Washington, D.C., and I'm one of those people.
Right. Now, will there be one hosting? Will you be hosting one in Deerfield Beach?
I want to if I get the support. It's a lot to do. And they're asking, the only one that I know of right now, I just checked the website. I hope it's current. The only one in Broward County is down in Hollywood. And I'm trying to get the people here involved because I know if you live down here, you don't want to go all the way to Hollywood.
Right.
But they also asked that if there is another event near you to join that one, because they don't want all these little events. They want it to look huge all over.
Right.
So right now, I haven't found one that's being hosted, and most of these things aren't being hosted in Deerfield.
Right. Right.
But I contacted you because I would like to do a rally. Location to be determined. And I need someone. I wanted to get it out in the media, which is why I contacted you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of work to be done between now and the 5th. Don't have much time. So I'm actually looking for volunteers and people like myself who want to show that Black folks aren't happy with what's going on either. Because I had one of my white friends tell me, oh, they think that Black folks, because we don't see Black folks out there saying anything or doing anything, we don't think that they are really interested. And I said, that's not true. We get hit the hardest. We are being hit the hardest.
Yes.
Those Title I funds that he's getting rid of. Who takes, Title I is a big part of all of our schools, whether you're Black or white.
Mm-hmm. I was in Title I in school, not to cut you off, but I was in Title I reading when I was in elementary school, because at a young age, I struggled a little bit, not a lot, but with some of my reading, and I got a lot better through Title I reading. And I remember Miss Hanson and Mrs. I can't remember the other lady's name, Roselle. They were my Title I teachers at Deerfield Beach Elementary School, and back in the 70s. So Title I was very important in molding me into the man that I am today.
Yeah. So it touched, everything they're doing is touching all of our lives. There's no one that lives here in the United States that can say, oh, it doesn't concern me. Oh, yes, it does. Or if it doesn't concern you, it definitely concerns somebody in your family.
Yes.
And now they're talking about cutting Social Security. So come on, the seniors, come on.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm looking for people like yourself who can help me get my message out in the media. I need someone that's computer savvy that can send stuff out, mass media wise and Facebook and all that, because I have to post it. And I haven't posted it yet because I wanted to see the support that I would get for it. Because I don't want to put it out there and then someone say in Pompano or somewhere wants to do an event and they say, oh no, there's one here in Deerfield, so I'm not going to do it. So that's why I haven't done that yet.
Right. And so, when did you say it's going to be again? I'm looking for the date.
April 5th. April 5th. April 5th. They want everyone to mobilize and put their events on that, because they want a lot of media and they want a lot of attention, and let them know that big towns, small towns, everyone's pissed.
Right.
We want to include churches, civic organizations, any groups that want to come in and participate. I welcome that.
April 5th.
I really do.
What day of the week is that? I don't have my calendar here in front of me.
I believe April 5th is on the weekend. Hold on.
What day is
because I don't know if anybody. Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you in a minute. I know every Saturday.
It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday. Because every Saturday they've been going. There's a group that's been going down to Tesla in Fort Lauderdale. They do it every week, every Saturday.
Right.
And protesting.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get, feelers out there to see how much support that I can get. Like I said, I haven't put it on their site yet. I haven't posted it yet.
Right.
Because I don't want to take it away from another group if they're more organized or they're farther along with the process than I am.
Right.
Well, you have our media to get your message out. This is Wayne Adams. You have our, whatever you want to do. I know we're talking to you on the phone, you're welcome to come on video or whatever. We just knew it was close, and we just wanted to get your message out. But whatever flyers or whatever advertisement you give us, we are here to get the message out. I mean, it's so many things out there that so many people should be concerned about. Like you said, the Medicaid and Medicare. He has abolished the Department of Education. I mean, he has Elon Musk assessing data.
The federal employees.
Just today, I heard that one of the Department of Defense, I don't know if it was Pete Hegseth, but they inadvertently sent a text message out, and one of the journalists was included in the text messages that laid out plans to bomb the Houthis. So it's a lot going on, and believe me,
it's a mess. Is what it is.
Yeah,
it's a mess. It's like it's like one dummy don't know what the other one's doing, or they're lying about it.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of things they are doing. I mean, like getting rid of a lot of the illegal immigrants that are here. I have no problem with that, and I don't. And I think a lot of things. I mean, he made a lot of promises. Let's just see if a lot of things that he said I agree with. I would say I disagree with 80% of the policies that he have, but I did see some things, if he's able to implement them, would be good. I want to see the country. I want to see the country progress. I don't want to see him fail. I have said that numerous of times. I don't want to see any president fail, but the things that you see every day on the news about with the judges, the district judge. I mean, when have we saw in our American jurisprudence where we would see the district judges, they're going after the district judges now? And
because they disagree
with the decision. And even Supreme Court Justice John Roberts came out last week and said you're gonna try to impeach a judge because you disagree with his decision, when we're always told, we're always told as Black people to respect the system, to respect the process. And now they want to go after the district judges because he, about his stance on the immigrants that were after his order came, and so now you want to go after the judge there. I mean, come on. I don't agree with all of that. I would love to see you put something together, and I would love to see people, like in the other states, become united in protest. Here is, you don't really see a lot of that here in Florida.
No, but there are a lot. There are a lot around in other states that are doing things. And I know Miami has a group too, and so does up in Boca. There'll be another group up there doing it. So if anyone wants to join me, my email address is jazzyjoy579@gmail.com.
And that's Jazzy Joyce 579 at
Joy.
Gmail.
Cut it short. Joy. JAZZY JOY.
Okay.
579.
Okay. 579 at
gmail.com. Yeah, and we have to hurry because some of this stuff does take some time, and we need to get on the board. I need to also. I'm considering some a corner where we could even stage this protest. We need it somewhere where we can get a lot of traffic through so people can see us. Okay. So if anyone has any suggestions or have a friend or relative that will give us their lot, let us hold this on their lot or where have you. I'm open.
Well, we are.
You know,
We're here for you.
We're here
I mean,
for the
if you-
community.
if you
No
wanna-
matter where you're
whatever.
from, the Tri-County area, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, wherever you live in this country, we're here for the community. Most importantly, the Black community. We're always trying to uplift our Black community here around this country, and hopefully we are doing that. We saw your email that you sent to us, and
we wasn't ignoring it. We just,
No.
I was just telling my brother, I
Just
have a
didn't
bad
see it.
habit of going through our emails. We have so much stuff with family
I
and
hear you.
stuff, and
Yeah.
and when I
Yeah,
saw
I
it, I
hear
just showed my brother. I'm like, we gotta respond. So again, whatever material you might have, any photos or anything, email them to us just like you did, and
Yes.
you have my brother number. You can text him and let him know too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you're gonna send, so
Yeah.
we would know.
Yeah, because if people don't want to come out, we can even host a chat group. Some people are doing that.
right.
Mhm.
Well, we could have a
You know?
round table discussion. Well, right here on our panel
Exactly.
discussion, right here on our podcast
That's-
about it.
Exactly. That's
So-
what I'm saying. That's one of the things that, so it's not just like if people, because I know some people don't want to be seen at a rally, or they
Right.
may be nervous, or for whatever reason not want to go. So if anyone emails me, just let me know what type you're interested in,
Right.
something in person, a group, a meeting, or what. Just let me know what it is you're interested in so that I can start making the arrangements.
I
for
like
it.
to see
Because like
a
I said, it
rally.
could be a chat group.
I like to see
I would like a
love to
rally
see
too. It's more visible.
protest,
Yeah.
or on a street corner or wherever. I mean, somewhere. I would love to see that, because I tell my brother all the time, if you go on Wiles Road every Friday and every Saturday, pretty much in the morning or in the evening,
Mhm.
sometimes around the evening time,
Mhm.
those MAGA people are out there on that corner, and it's not a whole lot of them now. But go to Wiles and I believe that's 441, Wiles and 441, and you just go out there every Friday and every Saturday. Those MAGA people, and it's not a whole lot of them. It might be about 12, 13, but they make themselves known and seen out there. And again, you don't have to, don't ever think that you got to have 100 people, because people, we like to judge things by how many,
By numbers.
when those people, they're
Right.
out there every Friday and every Saturday on Wiles Road, and I believe that's 441, they're out there, or Wiles and
By
and
Home
one of them,
Depot.
they're out
Yeah.
there, and it's not a whole lot of
Yeah.
them, but they're out there, and everyone honking their horns. It's something
Mhm.
like that. You don't need a whole lot. Like I say, it's only be about
No.
15, 16 people out there, but it's enough to make a difference.
Okay.
We've been
And
talking
if
to.
anyone out there,
Go ahead, Joy.
if anyone's out there that's experiencing writing a press release, I need to get that out as well. If
Okay.
we're gonna do this, but I need everyone. If you're gonna, if you're interested, even if you're just interested in attending or doing something small, just shoot me an email and let me know your interest, and if you're going to be available, your availability and
Okay.
the contact number so that I can call you back.
Okay. We've been talking to Joy Robinson. She's with this organization Hands Off. It's going to be a rally. They
She's
want
hoping
to
to
have
put a rally
hoping to have a
together
rally here
for,
locally, but it's going to be nationwide on April the 5th.
I'm having problems hearing you guys.
You're having problems hearing us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I can't. I'm not. Something's wrong with my transmission here. I can't hear you.
We can hear you just
Yeah,
fine.
we can hear you. If you just keep talking, we can hear you.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And like
You're
I
welcome
said,
to come back anytime.
because we don't want to look like we're not doing anything. We need to let our voices be heard and let them know, that we are just as pissed as every other group out there.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
no doubt.
Well, we're going to stay in contact with
we-
you.
Okay, please do. And
Okay.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank
and
you for
if
calling.
you continue to send it to us, as far as and Miss Joy is looking for someone to write a press release. So if someone out there can write a press release, Miss Joy, if you can go put some type of contact information in the chat when you hang up. We're still gonna be on, but if you can just, we're on live right now on our Facebook. If you can just put that information in the chat, how people can reach you, I think that would be very appreciated.
Yes,
because someone out there, I'm quite sure listening will most likely reach out to you. Trust me.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys. And have a good evening.
Thank you, Joy.
Okay.
Good night.
All right.
All right. If you were just joining us, we were on our phone just now with Joy Robinson. She's a member of Hands Off, and it's a group that's going to be assembling on April the 5th, and they're going to be expressing their displeasure with the current Trump administration and a lot of the decisions that they are making. They're certainly pissing off a lot of people, but some people, a lot of these people that they're pissing off. I always said, me personally, I don't like Trump. Okay, I never liked him before he was president, and this is just me. It don't have nothing to do with my brother. No, this is my own personal opinion. Darrell Adams. This is just me. I never liked him when he was trying to be a wrestler with WWE. I think he sucked as a wrestler or wanted to be a wrestler, and I just never liked the guy. Okay,
well, I didn't like him since the Central Five.
So never liked him because of Central Five. And all of the things, all of the people that campaign for him, these black politicians. Why aren't any of those black politicians in his cabinet right now? Could anybody answer that?
I asked that question weeks ago.
Why aren't Tim Scott? Where's Tim Scott? Why isn't Tim Scott in there? He
Byron
was on there. Yeah, and Herschel Walker.
Where's any of those?
Where's all these people that he used on the campaign trail? Why aren't they in his cabinet? I remember
none of
his
them.
Cabinet right
he
now.
Put one guy over. They always put us in these meaningless positions when Trump in office, and I keep asking these Trump supporters why. Why don't he trust us as black people in those positions of authority, positions of power?
Because they're not billionaires.
Why don't he put us in those positions like Department of Defense? You might not like Joe Biden, but at least Joe Biden had Lloyd Austin as his defense secretary.
We're not in the top 1%.
He had other people. No one black. And they trying to use that DEI as a basis. Why is no one black in the Trump administration? I keep asking these Trump supporters and others.
Not no one, because they'll say, well, you got one here and one there.
Just one guy. He got that guy over the Department of Education. I mean, was over the not Department of Education, but
the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
No, none of those. Nobody is in position. CIA director. None of those judicial people. Pam Bondi. None of those people in his commission, on his administration cabinet, does not reflect what America looked like. So, them Trump supporters can make every excuse they want out there, because I had some on my Facebook page talking about, well, why are we talking about who at the seat of the table? Okay, whatever. Again, when y'all post stuff when I post stuff on Facebook, I ain't coming on there and argue with you. So if you coming looking for someone to argue on anything that I post on Facebook, you got the wrong black guy, because I'm not coming back to argue with you. So you go argue with someone else, because I'm not coming back to argue with you.
Quote from General Colin Powell. He says, nothing this administration do can erase your legacy and sacrifice for this country. History will remind them of the wicked things they are doing. This is from a Republican, a black Republican, General Colin Powell, who they took out some of the wording, the biographical wording, out of I forget what it was, but saying that he is a black American. They took the black out. He is a black American. He was the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
They're trying to erase every history. Look what they did with Jackie Robinson, and under public outrage, they put it back up. The Navajo Code Talkers, all the other people that made strides as far as our history, they don't want people to know that, and they're using they're using that DEI. But you have to go back when you think about DEI, because those Trump supporters always talking about what DEI don't affect us, and it really don't. It's for white women. A lot of it was affecting white women. I agree with them there, but you gotta understand why DEI and why affirmative action was put in place in the first place, going back to the 1960s, because we were not included in things. That is why was the original intent by the Kennedy administration, by the Johnson administration in the 1960s. That is the reason why people tend to, the governor here in Florida, like he wants to try to take books, erase history, erase our history, and say we just one happy nation, which we're not. And we wasn't that under the Democrats either. So, I mean, neither party we were.
And the Democrats has to step their game up, because I agree, we shouldn't just automatically give the Democrats. If you're a Democrat, you shouldn't just automatically give the Democrats your vote, and you shouldn't give the Republicans your vote. You ought to make them fight for your vote.
Earn it. They
have to earn your vote. Okay, what is in it for us? Okay. And the Democrats has gotten too comfortable over these years. Well, I know I got the black vote. Well, that's not true anymore. Okay.
Well, they found that out in November.
That is not true anymore. And this goes out to the Republicans, the Democrats, and the independents. If you want our vote, you need to fight for it. Okay. And whoever fights the hardest for our votes, then that's who we should give it to. Plain and simple. We shouldn't be committed in all of our lives to one party. They need to fight for our vote and fight like hell. We need your vote. Okay, show us why you want our vote. What are you going to do for us? That is how you should approach it, and not just say I'm a Republican, I'm voting all Republican, go down the ticket and check off a Republican, or I'm a Democrat, I'm going to go down the ticket and check off all Democrat. That's not how it goes. You're putting party over the people.
You're giving them a blank check.
You're right, giving them a blank check and telling them to write it, but they're not writing your name on the check. So again, make them fight for our vote and stop giving our vote to one party. I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, or independent. Make them fight for your vote. And that's my take on that. Daryl Adams, this is me talking. I'm not talking for anybody else. I'm talking for me. This is my own personal opinion. Okay?
Yeah.
Anything else we have here?
Like I said, we said condolences to Serica Peterson's mom. Yeah. Also want to send my condolences off to my classmate, Stefan Bell. He lost his father, and they just buried him here. Walt. I remember Walt used to live over by Westside Park. Walt had passed on too. I think Walt had moved to Georgia, but Walt used to work in lawn maintenance, but Walt had passed. A lot of people passed. I just wanted to offer my condolences again to Stefan's Bell father.
Miss Wilson said, let's acknowledge the people in the chat. Vera Clemens, hello. Lakevion Thomas, he said, I see you, big dog. Whoever you are. What's up, Lakevion? I don't know who you are right offhand. Yeah. Miss Wilson said women couldn't even have a bank account until 1973. Definitely not that long ago. I agree. And then she came back and said, if you really care about your party, you'd realize that the midterms
coming up
and special elections are just as important. And
next year,
absolutely true. Here, especially here in Florida, we have, I believe, 1 or 2 seats that could flip the House or whatever for the Democrats or whatever. Coming up here,
it's not that many seats. I know
it's not that many seats. Yeah,
one Texas congressperson passed.
Right.
So I don't know what they're gonna do about his seat. But if you want you want the checks and balances that I think are needed
We'll be
for
posting
our country. The midterms will be here next year.
Yeah, midterms.
I mean, if you want to see some of the things that Trump and his henchmen are doing, then get out and vote in the midterms. I mean, the midterms are very important, and the turnout is always low, but the same people complaining. If you get out and vote in the midterms, you can put that check and balance on Trump, where he just don't have a blank check, because his arrogance is showing now, because now he's threatening, him and his supporters are threatening the federal judges now. I mean, come on. When have we ever saw that in the history of our country, where they're threatening the federal judges now with impeachment because of a decision they don't like? Again, when I said earlier, we're always told to move on and get over whatever decision is made. And now we're, I guess if you don't like what a judge do, you impeach that judge now.
Also coming up this weekend in Orlando, O-Town, first annual R&B Wing Fest, March 29th from 12 p.m. noon to 7 p.m. at Festival Park, the Florida R&B Wing Festival. It's going to be a wing eating competition, a mac and cheese competition, and an R&B DJ competition. Music by the real DJ Jack and Crush Tsunami. There's $15 at the gate, and there's $75 VIP. 18 to enter. Buy tickets at www.rnbwingfest.com. There'll be food, vendors, food, drinks, music, and cash prizes. That's the R&B Music Wing Fest Festival going on in Orlando at Festival Park this Saturday, March 29th from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Festival Park. So there was another period. 12 p.m. The festival kickoff and gates open at 12 p.m. And then at 1:30 the best mac and cheese competition. 2:30 the best wing sauce competition. 3 p.m. Spiciest wing competition. 3:30 p.m. live R&B saxophone performance by Napo Sax. 4 p.m. live music performance by the Shell Daniels Music. 4:30 live music performance by Nim Shell. And 5:30 DJ battle by hosted by the real DJ Jack. So it should be a fun weekend in O-Town, my second home, Orlando, Florida. O-Town. Love me some O-Town.
And I also want to add right here in this city, this Saturday, March 29th, on March 29th, from 11 to 1, they're going to celebrate Women's History Month with the Deerfield Beach Hall of Fame. And some of the honorees this year, proud honorees, the tickets are $20, and it's going to be at the Tigna Center again, March 29th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And some of this year honorees are Alice Chapman, Diane Chisholm, Lisa Davis, Deb Sullivan, and Patricia McGonagall. Hope I pronounced your name right. If I did, excuse me. But yes, that's the 29th of March. Tickets are $20 at the Tigna Center. Again, that's they're going to be celebrating the Women's History Month Hall of Fame. And also, again, the City Commission meeting where all the commissioners will be sworn in will be tomorrow.
Yeah. Starting at 7 p.m. Mayor Bill Gantz will come down off of the dais for the final time tomorrow at 7. As he turns over the gavel to the newly mayor-elect Drosky,
and then the other commissioners, District 3 Commissioner Daniel Shanesky, and the District 4 Commissioner is Tom Plott. Congratulations to all of them. You got a task ahead, and the other elections for District 1 and District 2 will be in 2027, and people can start campaigning next year. Well, I see Pix.
It says DJ Pix. That's our cousin. He said Pix roasted corn
will be in Orlando.
In Orlando, yeah. He's saying that his food truck will be at the R&B Wing Festival. So our cousin Wayne, DJ Pix Yorker,
will be,
and his wife Erica and family will be at the R&B Wing Festival
in Orlando.
And I'm planning on attending as well, man. My second home is in Orlando, Florida, so I haven't been there in a while, and look forward to hanging out in O-Town. So
and back to the comments, Miss Wilson said that's how they sneak so much by us. Well, they sneak so much by us. But it's funny how we can know all the gossip sites and everyone else, but we always claim not to know anything that's going on nationally and locally. Yeah, we always seem to miss that. So everything that people always say everything is sneak by us, but 99% of things are put right in front of us. You know the old saying how they used to say, if you want to put something, put it in a book, no one's gonna read that. But they advertise for all the meetings. If you want to know what's going on in the government, you can go to whitehouse.gov or whitehouse.gov. You can go on there and find out all the bills that they're proposing. Every week I go on there and check. Even here in Florida, you can go and check. Those are for people who really are interested in things that are going on in their state and around the country. Because we always seem to come behind and claim ignorance like we didn't know. Sometimes it's, sometimes we don't know because we are encompassed in our lives. So sometimes you're not going to be able to find out everything. It's not, nationally or locally, but at least try your best to know what's going on in your community. What's going on? I mean, just try.
Also, the American Legion Hall Post 287 in Deerfield Beach, 191 Southwest First Terrace is open on Fridays and Saturday nights. If you're in Deerfield Beach, go by and check out Brother TJ and Brother Anki up at the American Legion Hall Post 287. They have a DJ up there on Fridays. So go by and check them out. Also, the Deerfield Beach Packer Rattlers, they need football coaches and cheerleaders. They are back. They will be back this season and in full effect. So, and
I just saw someone is giving a donation tomorrow night to the Deerfield Packer Rattlers.
That's
again.
good. That's good.
I know some haters out there not gonna like that.
More people love the Rattlers than the little few that hate them.
Someone is going to donate money to them tomorrow night at the commission meeting. Good. So
congrats.
That is a good thing. Like Daryl said, they need coaches. They need everyone there.
Got to be able to pass a level 2 background check. If you can't pass that, you might not want to go out there. So it's statewide now. Okay, it was passed by Governor Ron DeSantis
and his legislature.
It
was signed by
it's a statewide law now that you have, if you're going to coach kids in high school or the county level or little league, it's a state law now. Okay?
Not just in sports, it's in other avenues
too. It's a state law.
It's just sports
that you have to pass that. You have to pass a level 2 background check, and if you can't, then if you got something in your past, then you might not want to go out there. It is what it is. Okay.
And even here in Deerfield Beach, where through the efforts of Commissioner Preston, but you got to give people their credit, where a lot of people who had criminal records were not able to be employed at the city of Deerfield. Now, if you have a criminal record, I think they have some type of, you got to be truthful. That's the first thing. Be truthful on your application. Don't go trying to lie. But they are hiring people on a case-by-case basis. You disclose everything on that application. But if you had a drug charge 10, 15, 20 years ago, you can go and apply now at the city of Deerfield Beach, and your case will be looked at. Now, I'm quite sure if you rape someone or sexual crime
someone or
murder
like
someone,
that, don't
even go. But drug charges, any other charges that you might think that might have excluded you, no, not anymore. You can go gain employment at the city of Deerfield Beach. Not too many other cities doing that. So for all
That's
the
a good
bad,
thing.
for
That's a
all
good
the
thing.
bad people always want to say about Deerfield Beach is willing to gainfully employ people that have had criminal backgrounds. So people always talk about second chances. Well, here's one of the second chances that was put in place with through Commissioner Ben Preston. So people always again saying, well, he don't do nothing. I don't never see him. Okay, well, this is something that is very important that Commissioner Preston and the other people with the administration got together and it's allowed now. So if you have a criminal record, a drug record, and it wasn't recently, it's been some years gone by all means, and you have stayed clean and clear, you can be gainfully employed through the city of Deerfield Beach right now.
And that's a good thing, because when former city manager Larry Deachin was here, Larry Deachin gave a lot of city employees who had been to federal prison, state prison. He said, I'm willing to, he said, everybody deserves a second chance. As long as there's nothing violent or nothing like that, murder, rape, you got to do with children or nothing like that. If you got caught with some marijuana or something like that, he would say, I'll bring you on. But he said, I will give you an opportunity to show me,
probation.
to show this city. He said, I'm going to bring you on part-time.
Yep.
And I'm going to bring you on as a part-time employee. You show me for 1 year. 1 year. 1 year that you can come to work every day on time and be here and get a good evaluation and everything. He said, if you show me that for 1 year, I'll bring you on when there's an opportunity, a job opening. I will consider you as a full-time employee. And there's people working for the city of Deerfield Beach right now that been to state prison
from that.
That's there, and they're doing good. These are some of the hardest working young men and women at the city that I know. They're not even gonna call their names, but they are some of the best city workers that you could find, because they made a mistake when they were young and they promised the city, say, if I let you down, you can fire me. Mm-hmm. That's the attitude you have to have if you want to come work here with the city of Deerfield Beach. You may have to start out as a part-time employee, but hey, look where you can go after that. So don't be afraid to put in your application. Make sure you be honest. Put everything on there, because they will find out, people. Okay, don't lie. I ain't never had no drug charge, and they're gonna find out, bro. I mean, just be honest, okay? If you got caught selling crack, you got caught selling crack, okay? You got caught, that was 30 years ago, okay, whatever. You got caught with 3 or 4, as long as it's not no 10 or 15 kilos of cocaine or whatever, And
that crack charge isn't gonna define you. It shouldn't define
right.
who you are. Even if it was a kilo.
You made a mistake.
And you did your time. People that sold kilos are able to vote. Yeah. So they are able to vote now. So even if you sold a kilo, and I'm just, I know what Daryl's saying, but even if you did that, just put down, you went to jail, you did your time. You paid your debt to society. You're back now, but just be honest on the application. And if you're going out there to just screw around and not do a job, don't even go. Because I hear so much now about people. I hear so much in the other cities telling me about some of the people that want to come work for the cities now. They don't want to be prompt. They don't want to be on time. They
on the phones all day.
Yeah, those folks not gonna tolerate that.
Yeah.
So go somewhere else.
Lazy, don't even apply.
If you're gonna do that, don't even go waste the folks' time that's giving you a second chance. Yeah. Don't go and do that. I want to read a comment. Bridget Ranley said, of course, we as parents want to make sure our kids are safe when we aren't around. And that's true. She's talking about the sports or anything. Yes, indeed, Ms. Ranley. People need to make sure that their kids are.
There are a lot of jobs available here in Deerfield Beach, Pompano, Sunrise, anywhere. There are jobs that these cities can't even fill because they can't get people to apply. People don't want to work these days. I mean, good jobs, paying good money, with good health benefits and a decent pension. You know what I'm saying? But they got like 8 jobs open here. 4 or 5 jobs here in Deerfield right now that a supervisor that we know says he or she can't even feel.
Yeah.
I mean, go out there and apply, people. If you've been arrested for some weed or something years ago, or you got caught with, with a beer, or you had a disorderly conduct or something, still go and apply. Just be honest on your application. Put it on there, because trust me, they're going to have the Florida Department of Education do a background check on you, and they will find out. Okay, don't lie, okay.
Yeah, and one of our viewers said one of my best guys was a felon. So
yeah.
I mean, people deserve second chances.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Just because they did something when they were young, don't mean they should be penalized for the rest of their life. As long as it wasn't I'll
murder,
say this, abuse of the elderly, with things that will disqualify you. Abuse of the elderly, torturing animals, child molesters, rapists, murderers, you're excluded. Because if you've done those things,
don't even apply.
I would say don't even go out there and waste your time. But I also wanted to say we're hearing that changes are going to be made in the city of Deerfield Beach. In the next coming months, you're gonna see changes in departments. I've been told that from credible sources that you're gonna see some changes. I don't know what they are, and I'm not gonna speak on them, but you're gonna see some major changes in the city here within departments. So people been anticipating that, but you're gonna see some changes.
There's gonna be some change, a reorganization.
It's definitely gonna be some changes. So I know everyone are always terrified about the unknown. The unknown always terrifies people. I don't think I mean, for some people it might be good. For some people it might be bad. But changes are gonna be made in some departments.
Bridget Randley said, opportunity is there. I wish I was able to work. I miss making my own coins. I know,
indeed, Bridget.
Yes. Everybody miss making their own coins.
Yeah.
So
and you don't miss that until you go down with your health. And I tell anybody now, just to take care of yourself.
Yeah, wishing you good health too,
while
Bridget.
you're out there. Exactly, Bridget.
We know you've been through a lot.
That's right. You've been through a lot with your daughter dying, and I see you sometimes on Facebook, and it's like, don't think people don't see you, and don't think you're not involved in folks' prayers, because you are.
Yeah, sending out all the prayers to everybody that's going through something out there, man. We're reaching our hand out to you right now, man, and praying for you all out there, man, that you all make it through
good health,
whatever you're going through, because the truth be told, and I feel like telling it, we're all going in the same direction. Okay,
different paths.
Our time here on this earth is limited, so make sure you do the best you can do, be the best version of you that you can be. Help people along the way. Don't ride the elevator all the way up to the 110th floor, get up there and lock the elevator off and don't send it back down and make people walk up the stairs. Okay, help people along the way. Somebody helped us along the way, and we should reciprocate that same favor to others.
A lot of people helped me along the way, and most of them dead now. I always say this, Mr. John Major, I consider he was my mentor. Mr. Major out at Deerfield Park, that man looked out for me, him and Miss Ruby Hope. Every job that I got, they told me to put their name on their applications, and they were right there for me every time. Every HR director, everywhere that I went, they came back and told me. I remember when I got hired at the city of Deerfield Beach in the mid-'80s, when I got hired, the HR director was named Miss Janet Ward Parrish. And she came back and told me, she said, I called Mr. Major out at Deerfield Park. She said, I'm going to tell you what he said. She said, Mr. Major told me, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, and I'm going to tell you how he talked. She said he told her, if that damn boy give you any damn problem, you call me. And I call him Boss Man. And he told her, Boss Man coming out there and directly kick his ass. That's what the HR director told me at Deerfield Beach in the mid-'80s when she when she hired me. She said, look, I was so impressed that your former employer told me that. Your supervisor told me that. She said, there's no way I could not hire you. She said, because he spoke up for you. So again, him and Miss Ruby Hope, they always had my back. And when I tell you those people that had my back talked to me, whenever I had problems, I would go out there and talk to them besides my parents, and they mentored me. They're both dead and gone now, but those were two people that were here for me. And I know Daryl probably got someone, but I'll say Miss Ruby Hope and Mr. John Major, those two were there for me all the time.
Yeah, same for me, you know. But I want to also, one person we forgot, our friend Crystal Michelle Hood. We see her on Facebook, and I forgot Crystal's last name, but she's on Facebook as Crystal Michelle
related
Hood.
to Bridget Ramley,
she's related to Bridget. They're cousins, but Crystal is fighting for her life, and she need all of our prayers. We don't need to ask what's wrong with somebody all the time. Just pray for them, okay? Don't text me or call me. What's wrong with Crystal? This and that. Look, just pray for
everyone.
Crystal. Pray for Bridget.
Country.
Pray for Sarah Peterson. Her mother passed away just
grieving,
this
pray
weekend.
For them.
People that are battling health problems right now, pray for them, you know, and stop asking what's wrong with them. It's none of your business what's wrong with them. Just pray for them. And sometimes you have to be careful when you ask people to pray for you, because some people will pray for your downfall.
That's right.
Some people will pray for you to die. So you have to be
careful when you ask people to pray for you. But these are two brothers right here that if you ask us to pray for you, we will do it. Okay. And mean well, you know, just mean well, like Daryl saying, man, just everybody just try to get along with everyone in our community. It's so much. I see it all the time. And I'm talking specifically about our community over here in the Black. It's so much hatred, envy, and jealousy in our community and every community across this country. It's not just here. I mean, it's in other ethnic groups too, but we see it right here where we live at, and it's foolish. It's some of the craziest stuff that you could ever imagine. The history, the hatred, the jealousy, and the envy towards the next person with a business that's trying to do something positive in their community. You know, since me and Daryl has risen up, people come trying to make little slick comments, and they're going to go back and watch it. They're not going to come back on here while we're on here, but they say little slick things about us. But one thing about it, God has watched over us. We've been fortunate enough, neither one of us to go to jail. And I thank God. And it wasn't nothing special that I done. It was just God, grace, and mercy just touching me and touching everybody else. And that's all we ask for everyone, just to be mindful of each other, man. Even pray for the politicians that are in office, that are coming in office tomorrow. Pray for them. Pray for the country. Pray for our military people, our military personnel, our veterans, our disabled veterans, our leaders here in the community, our pastoral leaders. Pray for them. Everyone needs prayer, whether you believe it or not. If you don't believe it, then that's fine. But I believe in prayer.
Big shout out to all my 5 grandkids: Zaria, Avante, Sanaya, Tristan, and Lyric. My grandkids, my 2 remaining children's, Troy and Darielle. Love my 2 remaining kids. And RIP to my daughter, Brittany Lynette Adams, looking down on us. And before she passed away, she said she saw us one of our podcasts, and she was watching live, and she said, "Daddy, you and Uncle Wayne look really good on Facebook." And she said, "I was watching you all." She said, "You all are going to do very good. You all just keep up the good work." And I believe that right now today, that Brittany is up there watching down over us. So this podcast is dedicated to my gone but not forgotten daughter, Brittany Lynette Adams. Love you, Brittany. Miss you. And I'll see you on the other side. Anything else before we close it out here?
To read some of the comments. Shirley Harden said, My Lord said that again, brothers. Hallelujah. And she said, God is in control. His grace and mercy. Amen. Keep shining and living and doing great, Adams Brothers podcast. We thank you, Shirley Harden. Thank you for your and everyone comments on us. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. I mean, everyone, just keep doing what you're doing. Long as you can go at night, at the end of the day and night, and look in the mirror and know that you're doing right by people. Don't worry about what folks are out there saying about whatever. Just keep doing what you're doing. Long as you're doing good and doing positive and your heart is in the right place, don't worry about what folks are saying. That's my message for everyone out.
It starts with the man or the woman in the mirror. Take a look at yourself and make a change. Michael Jackson said it the best. It starts with the man in the mirror. Take a look at yourself and make a change. Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers podcast, man. 5 years this month we've been rocking here on our podcast. Thank you all for supporting us.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you all for all of your donations. Our Cash App is on the bottom of the screen right now. You see it, Cash App, $ Adams Brothers Podcast, Zelle, Adams Brothers Podcast at gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get in on the dialogue, 754-227-1986. Thank you all for watching. We getting ready to put up this equipment and get out of here.
Go back and watch our last interviews that we had today.
Yes,
go back and watch them with Serica and Miss
Denise Santoro.
Miss Santoro.
Yeah, go back and watch.
Very good information, and also we had Miss Robinson. Miss Joyce Robinson call in on our live. So if you want to go back and hear that, go back. She's trying to get a rally together. So go back and listen to this broadcast here. Everyone stay safe. The kids out of school this weekend here. Kids, I pray for them staying safe and staying out of trouble. Again, everyone, look out for each other. Love each other.
Thank you for rocking with the Adams Brothers. We love you all. Thank you all for tuning in and chiming in the comment section. We'll be back again next week. Also, if you didn't, we're gonna have Asante Kwaku Maroon. Some people may know him as Andre Lewis. He picked up and sold everything and moved over to Ghana, Africa. We're gonna have Asante Kwaku Maroon, Andre Lewis, from Deerfield Beach. He changed his name to Asante Kwaku Maroon. He's on Facebook. He's gonna come on and tell us all about moving over to Ghana, Africa. He took his mom and then he's got married and had kids. We're gonna have Asante on here on April the 14th. So stay tuned. Go ahead.
One other thing, the dedication. They're dedicating the Bernard Adams Municipal Complex on April 12th, and the time is gonna be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's early in the morning, but you know, if you really want to do something, you can be there at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at 401 Southwest 4th Street. They're going to be dedicating that whole complex out there to our father, Bernard Adams. A great honor was bestowed upon him by the Deerfield Beach Commission. Want to thank the mayor, Bill Gans, and all the folks that's leaving.
Vice Mayor Todd Drosky.
Vice Mayor Todd Drosky is coming in. Commissioner Parnas is leaving. So everyone that Commissioner Preston, Commissioner Hudak, everyone that was
City Manager.
honor, City Manager Dave Santucci when he was here,
and Rodney Brimlow.
And the new City Manager Rodney Brimlow. But come join us on April 12th from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. where they're going to dedicate the building, the whole facility over there. Building and all is named after my dad, Bernard Adams, over there. So come join us on April 12th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I wanted to say that. Southwest
4th Street and Martin Luther King, right behind the little training center right there on the corner. If you know where the graveyard is, there's a city building complex right behind that. That's where it's going to be. Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers. We love you all, and there's absolutely.
And we see you, Mr. Brown. I had a great conversation with you on Facebook about our sister. He was saying he never knew that. He never knew that our sister had been murdered. Yes, she was murdered it was 29 years last Tuesday. gone of last week. That was the actual day she was found 39 years ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah, long time
39 years ago. But yeah, it was up on I put her graduation picture up on Facebook. But yeah,
thank you, Jelly Roll.
He was just saying he never knew about that.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
We want to thank everyone that joined us. Like
thank you all.
Y'all have a good evening again
thank
for
you
one
all.
final time.
Thank you all for rocking with us. We ain't gonna come back and say nothing else. Thank you all for rocking with us. We getting ready to get up off here and go get some dinner and another glass of Moscato. Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brother. We love you all and have a blessed rest of your evening. Good night, everybody.